You know what I want in a Mint 10 game? Cacti, trucks, cactus wrens, great artwork, awesome scoring, and a really cool puzzle mechanic, which will definitely help me shoot myself in the foot. Hey guys, I'm Tim, and this is the Board Game Rundown. And today I'm talking about another one of the Mint 10 games from Galen's Games. This one is Verdant Arizona. All of these games are 1 to 2 players. And like I have said and will say, these are like learn in 5 minutes, play in under 20 minutes. And this is definitely the case here. And so in Verdant Arizona, what you're doing is you're going to be kind of selecting these cacti to then build out a grid of your own, a 4x4 grid that's going to help you score points at the end. And there's going to be different things that are going on here. So you've got different cacti here, and they've got different numbers and then different types, right? So you can see either by the color or the shape that there's different types. There's white, red, and yellow. Visible, I guess that might be orange. I call it red. Call it what you will. Anyways, so what we're trying to do is you're going to drive your truck around and scoop up these cacti. So you can move your truck. You must move the truck 2 spaces, 1, 2. You're driving in between these cacti, and then you're going to pick up one that you are adjacent to. So if I took this one, I put it over here into my personal grid. The next card comes out, it goes face down. So that card is not available yet. Now the next player is going to go 1, 2. They're going to draft a card. And they're going to keep going around and drafting cards until somebody can't get one in their turn. And if they can't get one, then we will flip over all of these market cards, and then they can take their turn. If you take a card with a little nest on it, or you reveal a card with a little nest on it, you're going to get a a cactus wren. You're going to put that cactus wren off to the side. You can use that cactus wren for either an extra movement on your truck, or you can use that wren to swap. If you have 2 of them, you can swap the 2 of your cacti in your own personal collection that you have on display. And that's important because that's how you're going to score points. Once everybody has got their 4x4 grid completed, you're then going to go row by row, and you're going to get a point if all of the numbers are sequential, ascending or descending. So if you've got them all in a row, that's worth a point, right? Boom, great. And then you're going to go down your 4 rows. You can get up to 4 points. If you have any geckos in a row that scores, that's a bonus point, even better. Then you're going to do your columns the same way. You're going to start at the top and go down. If they're sequential-ish, right? Ascending or descending, boom, that's a point. That's a point. That's a point. Again, up to 4 points. You're going to get extra points for any geckos in those rows. And then finally, if you can get any quadrants, so in one of your corners, if they're all 4 are the same color cacti, that's 2 points. That's awesome, and we love it. And then there's advanced scoring. So if you have a row and column that are all of the same color, that's a point for each of those, each row or column that's all a single color if you want to do the advanced scoring. That's basically how you play Verdant Arizona. It's really fun, and it's really interesting how the choices that you are forced to make, because you're going to end up having to take a cacti and put it on display that maybe you don't want. And so your first one technically kind of goes anywhere in your grid. And then after that, the subsequent ones, right, they have to be adjacent to one you've already placed. So you can really kind of like put yourself in a hole early. And you're not going to score, right, if you have anything that is out of order in that. So you're not going to score that row. You won't get the bonus points. And, but I mean, you could still, I guess, score the quadrant, right? If you've got, or the colors, if you're playing with that. So really cool, really interesting. And again, those wrens, if you can save up 2 of them, if you get 2 of them, it can allow you to move some stuff around in your display, which could help you set up for better scoring later. But yeah, this game is very straightforward. It's a really fun puzzle you're playing on the side. you know, on your own tableau, and then the drafting aspect. And you can kind of hate draft if you want. Like, oh, I know that Bob is going for the white cacti, and there's only one showing in the display right now. Well, I might just take that one, right? Because it's gonna, otherwise he's gonna score that quadrant, and I don't want him to be able to do that. So some really interesting choices. There's a little bit of player interaction because, like I said, that drafting aspect of it, and also, or just where you leave the vehicle when you're done. Maybe it's out of reach and he won't be able to get to it. So then he's going to have to draft something maybe that he doesn't want. So I'm barely able to keep track of like what I actually need. So I can't really, I don't know if I'm that great at like planning ahead to like really mess somebody else up, but you can do it. It's there. It's definitely a possibility. But this game really surprised me because I don't love nature games all the time. And this was so fast and so interesting. And I've never played a game about collecting cacti. This was cool. This was very cool. Hopefully you found this interesting. Like I said, all these games, they're tiny. They fit right in your pocket. I mean, this is just a prototype, but it's pretty close to like what the real thing's going to be. And, you know, the rules, that's it. That's the rules. And this is a lot of pictures in the rules. And that's with solo rules here too. So super cool, very fun. Check it out. The art is great. It's got sort of that classic, like science book kind of art for the cacti. I feel like, kind of like similar to like a wingspan kind of thing. So very cool and really, really interesting. And it plays super fast. I wouldn't just play one of these. I'd play like 2 or 3 because after the first one, you're like, I get it. I can do better. And then odds are I will do worse. But that's fine. I can live with that. So please check out Verdant Arizona. If you thought this one looked cool, just wait till you hear me talk about Heritage Farms, which is the next game in their Mint 10 series. For the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.